those issues cannot be wished away because it's about winning, and that is why we have rigging during the elections. Those that knew that based on issues, based on competency, based on their strategies, they will not be able to win, they resort to the other plan B, which is to rig the process. It's about competition for power, to occupy government house, to decide who gets what from the state purse. Some persons are contesting this election not because they have anything to offer. They believe they have the resources and they are just qualified as Nigerians to... for me, what the people ought to be looking out for should be competence. Somebody that possesses the capacity to solve problems. In these problems, cut across all the facets of human endeavor and life. So, for instance, somebody is coming to tell you that he's going to build roads. For me, that is a red flag for me. And even at the national level, that has been my words. You are not building people that will build roads. You want to build roads. So who will build the roads? Contractors, 10%, 20%. This is how we are frittering away. With due respect to all the governors, when you go to Kano State, for instance, and you see the road network, even if they are not the one that is building the road, you come to understand the fact that these persons that brought this very particular idea knew the terrain very well, and they knew how to solve the problem of traffic. And that was why they are able to do that. So it means they have competent engineers. Well, what is happening in Nigeria? Somebody will come and tell you, dancing before the camera, and say this election is over. We are going to win landslide. We are going to win moonslide. We are moving train. It's either you jump in or we crush you. And that is a disdain for the voters themselves. And because the voters themselves don't even know their powers, they succumb. And some of them will not even go out to vote, believing that even if we vote the right person, they will not give. Who are they? It is you. And that is why what Cecilia said, the most potent weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. If they know that you are timid, you are intimidated already, then what do? They intimidate you the more. And you become frightened, and then you leave and they write the result. And that is why Nigerians were able to revolt tactically, to say, look, we don't. And now, when Adams Oshiomhole contested that election, he was not a professor. He was not a PhD holder, not an MSc holder. He was a labor man from the trenches who contested against a professor. And he came to Edo State. He changed the face of education in Edo State. Problems that could not be solved for more than 8 years, he was able to turn the education system around. I'm particular about this because I know the importance of education. That is what I'm doing. This position I'm sitting today was made possible because I was given education. And that is why I could reason, I could contribute to national issues, I could contribute to international issues. So when you have a candidate that have capacity to solve a problem and has demonstrated that capacity over time, as he said, as an MBA person, what were the reforms during your time? Was it, this is how it has been done, this is how they used to do it? I was telling somebody, the person is a politician, I said, if I hire you as SA, and I said, what can we do to solve this problem? I said, oh God, no go there, because it's going to generate a lot of issues. Then I now said, okay, why can't we do it this way? You know, I said, no, oh God, no, so they do it. You are going to ruffle a lot of shoulders. Let us do it the way they be doing it. I will sack you that moment. They be doing it like that and they are failing. And then you want me to repeat the same thing so that I will fail too. I said, no, I cannot use state money to pay you. I will sack you. Now, in reforming things, in solving problems, you are going to ruffle a lot of feathers. If you can't do that, then there will be no changes. So if somebody comes to you in the name of tribe, I beg your pardon. Are you taking tribe to enter transportation and pay whatever, or go to market and buy anything? But if you have somebody who is not your tribe and the person comes and do the major roads in the Edo State, you can move your goods from one part to another. Let's say it takes you 2 hours to travel, let's say from Esako Central to Auchi, and then you have somebody that believes that if we could do simple rural roads to facilitate businesses, then Edo people will prosper. And you vote that person, and the person was able to do that road, then it takes you like 30 minutes, and it costs you less to move your goods from Esako Central to Auchi. I think that is the person you need. Not because it's my tribe, not because it's our turn. Of course, we are not saying that people should not use it as a campaign tool, but that the people should be smart enough to see through the veneer, to say that, look, what we want is somebody that will listen to us and solve our problem, so that it's not elections don't become what Sekou Toure said. You come and vote on the day of election as a free person, but you return to your homes as a slave, because as soon as you finish voting, the person you voted is no longer your servant, he has become your master. And you, that's supposed to become the master, you are now the slave or the servant. This is not what we want to see going forward.